Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Vice President, North America Product Development, Chris Theodore.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Mercury News Conference. I really love looking back at those images. They trigger memory of another time that I look to for inspiration. And it brings to mind memories of my own father. Dad's first car was a Ford, and he always took great care of his cars. His 31 Ford was a real beauty. And the next step would have been a Lincoln Zephyr at twice the price of the Ford. Now, Dad never got his Lincoln. He was a middle-class working man and a man of frugality and practicality. Which brings us to Mercury and the reason we're here today. You see, Edsel Ford created the Mercury brand for people like my dad to fill a gap between the most expensive Ford and the least expensive Lincoln. The issue Edsel faced was, how do you make the middle child distinct with a personality unto itself? What Edsel Ford came up with was a vision for the brand, one that is just as valid today as it was back in 1938. To Edsel Ford, Mercury was three things. First and foremost, it was about design, modern, progressive, contemporary design, but with classic elements that people could relate to. Second, it was about performance. They were energetic cars with powerful V8s to match their style. And third, it was about amenities, the good things that make life a little richer, a little easier, a little better. These three elements were behind all of the great Mercurys of the past. The 39 Mercury, the 49, the Turnpike Cruiser, the Marauder, the sleek Cougars of the 60s and 70s, and we'll slip past the lost years of the 80s and 90s to a design resurgence which began with today's Mountaineer. The measure of a great vision is the test of time. And as I stand here 65 years after Edsel envisioned Mercury, the tenets that he built the brand on are still very relevant today. Whenever we strayed from that vision, we lost our way. Today, we're here to send the single message that Mercury has a very strong future, and we will stay true to Edsel's vision. During the next 4 years, we're introducing 4 new Mercury products, a new minivan, a small SUV, and 2 great new cars. Now, Jay and I challenged the Mercury design team to dream about their ultimate expression of that vision. They created a vehicle I'm about to show you. This is not something we plan to build tomorrow, but it does send a very strong message that Mercury is here to stay and that all of our Mercury vehicles to come will be based more than ever on Edsel Ford's vision. Ladies and gentlemen, and especially the photographers in the crowd, be prepared to shoot the messenger.
Well, if I had money, I'd tell you what I'd do. I'd go downtown and buy me a Mercury or two. Said I'm crazy about a Mercury, baby. I'm gonna cruise it up and down the road, up and down the road. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey! Well, the boy I love, I stole him from a friend. She got lucky and stole him back again. He heard she had a Mercury, and he's crazy about a Mercury. I'm gonna buy me a new Mercury and cruise it up and down the road, up and down the road. Cruise it up and down. Well, if I had money, I'd tell you what I'd do. I'd go downtown and buy me a Mercury or two. See, I'm crazy about
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Mays.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome back again. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the vehicle that carries the singular message that Mercury is back. Now, dropped onto that impossibly long hood is an absolutely gorgeous cabin, teardrop greenhouse. The cockpit, placed directly between these turbine effect wheels, gives this classic beauty its proportions. 19-inch wheels on the front, 20-inch wheels on the rear, all surrounded by the power and grace of extremely clean, beautifully sculpted surfaces, like those air outlets on the hood and the body side. Graphic elements like the stacked headlamp and tail lamp modules complete the message that this Mercury is about driving the future. Now, you've had a good look at the outside. I'm going to make this brief. You're going to need a closer look at what has to be one of the most fantastic interiors that you're going to see at the show this week. So really, all that's left for me to do is invite you down. But first, I want to show you what must be one of the most revolutionary haircuts that you are going to see at this week's show. Ladies and gentlemen, the designer of this fabulous vehicle, Jerry McGovern. Great. Come on down.